Hey, collective, what's up? Let me get my speaker over here. All right. Just got done working out. Got a little cold, put on a sweatshirt. Now, we're going to get into your reading. I'm getting that there is a quiet, okay. There are things that are very loud in your life, very present. Let me put this down. Very loud in your life, and they like take precedence over things that are quiet, but it's the quiet things that are actually going to help you propel forward, where these other things are kind of, it's just like noise getting in the way. Okay, interesting message. Damn, that one really flew. Obligation. Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. Okay. I was getting something in meditation before this reading about breaking away from your tribe, breaking away from the people around you who keep doing things the same way. You are meant to do something different. You are meant to do something completely, I don't want to say backwards, but opposite of what you're accustomed to. And to start this, it's going to take subtle change. It's going to take subtle action. So really, it's awesome. You know what? Don't mind the tissue as my bookmark, but this book, life-changing. Life-changing. Love it. So I'm not promoting it for money or anything. I just, if it helps me, it'll probably help you too. It is amazing. So whatever it is they're asking you to do, they're like something small. It's almost like as soon as you start doing something that's very small and it feels insignificant, but it's not. It's really important. They're saying that you're gonna like this little spark will ignite, but it's like within a week that spark becomes a raging fire. But you have to start. And I don't know. Okay, what is it? What cards? Show me the box again. Okay, hold on. Let me pause this. I'm gonna get these cards. Whoa! Probably should have brushed my hair before my video. That's all right. Woo! I'm just kidding. It's just hair, people. Anyway. So, whatever this is, it's connected to your life purpose. It's where you find, it's where you feel purpose. It's where you feel important. It's where you feel home. It's where you feel home. Oh, that really wanted to come out. Okay. 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 There's something, whatever this is that they're asking you to do, there's fear. You have a fear of something like, you start something and then it gets destroyed by other people who don't want to see you win, or you're too afraid that to put yourself out there because you'll be embarrassed by what other people say or see about you. It's what I'm getting. So maybe it's something. You are protected in this change, and it is a change in your career. Look, whatever they're asking you to do, if your inner being, your spirit team is asking you to do something, is asking you to do something, you are protected in that. It's when you go outside of those lines that you start getting into the karmic stuff. The things you don't really want, getting beat up by the contrast. It sucks. All right. Okay. I just got a message about family. Well, this card is about family, but I was just getting a download specifically. This says loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So you may not have a very big circle, and maybe your family members are your friends. Like, but you know what I'm getting? It's like a lot of kid energy here. You see that? Kid, or like playing with kids. Angel is watching them play with the kids. So the message I got specifically was there are children, and I'm saying children because it's from more than obviously one person or parent or child, is starving for attention, starving for engagement. And if you would spend 5 to 10 minutes doing what this child wants, it is going to open up your world with this kid. They will be more receptive to try the things that you want to try. So instead of trying to have, I'm getting a message here, like instead of trying to bring your kids to meet you, there's something about you needing to reconnect with your children or your child, and build that strong bond, that, that loving bond, not that do this, do that, do this bond, but, hey, let's talk. You know, I'd like to do something fun with you. What can we do together? It's something like that. I'm also hearing somebody who likes to garden. Something about being really good with flowers in particular. You open up a boutique or something and it's highly successful. So somebody needs to know that. I also heard to make your place more, you know, lively, homely. Start adding plants around your home because they eat up negative energy. They take that energy and they'll suck that in. Flowers, things that smell good. That's important. They're telling me it's like going to suck up like residual energy of things you're just kind of getting, like you're affected by, but not really realizing you're affected by because of the people, maybe situation you're in. Okay. They want you, whatever it is that they are asking you to do, they need you to practice this regularly. Like consistency is key. Like if you're not consistent with your diet, you gain weight. Not consistent with your exercise, you gain weight. Not consistent with your sleep habits, you're going to get sick. You're going to have headaches. It's just all these problems. It's like consistency is huge, and it's with everything. So whatever you're learning, a skill, practicing this consistently is going to, and you know what? They're kind of showing me like a chisel chipping away at a rock. And the chisel only breaks off a little bit at a time, but if you keep hitting that, it's going to make a nice dent into it. So they're wanting you to do that. And whatever you do, it brings somehow it brings harmony and light to the world. This is on the bottom, and so to me, that's what you don't see coming. You may have options for different career possibilities. They want you to weigh these carefully. I wish I would have said that before I looked down and saw that card. I was going to say somebody is going to be a successful yoga instructor. That there's something about the way you do it though. It's so different that it pulls in a lot of clientele. It's different. I don't know how you make it different, but you do. So they want me to point that out, and it's because it's spiritually driven. It's because, and yoga is a spiritual practice in itself, but there's something about the way you do it somehow that makes it fun, interesting, peaceful, exhilarating, light. There's just like people feel different when they do your yoga versus other yoga. I don't know how, but that's what I get. Yoga makes me think of Sega. Remember when we went Sega? I dated myself. Who else played Sega Genesis? Me. I just heard if you have crystals, recharge your crystals, clean and recharge them, and especially I was trying to say Scorpio, especially for the Scorpio full moon that's coming up. I think it's May 1st. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look it up, but I think it is. There's something about what? Say, I just heard it brings out the magic. I just saw somebody doing, look like Kundalini yoga with crystals around them. Like they're doing, like I can't do it standing up like this, but there's a move that does, it's a breathing technique that you do a certain move. It's that um awakens the kundalini energy within you. Okay. There is some type of situation that's going on with you. The only way to resolve it is to walk away like it didn't happen. Walk away like, okay, that happened in the past, but I'm cool now. I'm all right. There's something about that's the best way to resolve it and the only way to resolve it. Because if you keep hanging on to this, it blocks a blessing, because that is energy, dark energy that needs to be come up and cleared out of your chakras. I don't have my chakra lamp. It's over by my easel. I use it for my light when I paint and draw. Or I would show you what your chakras look like. I used to use it all the time in my videos. They don't want you to discount anything you've been through. Like, you've been made a strong ass warrior. You have been made strong on purpose. You've been put through the ringer on purpose. It's to build your strength, your character, and your courage. Okay, thank you. So, you're building that strength and that courage. That's amazing. Let's see here. Anything here? Oh, they want these. I love these cards. Subscriber got them for me. I love these cards. And you know what? Ironically, I don't like cats. Well, I do like them. I'm just super allergic to them. They make me sneeze and eyes puff up. Yeah, hives. So cute. Adventure is worthwhile in itself, and release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clear eyes. You don't need, there's adventure that's ready to come to your doorstep and whisk you away. But first, you have to let go of Bay. And that's what I heard in those exact words. Okay. Silly. Okay. Believe in yourself. While you think you're a little kitty cat, you're actually a lion. Other people may want you to think you're a kitty cat, may want you to think, but you know what? Being soft and vulnerable is a superpower, and you get along so much further in life if you live in those energies. You do. I mean, stay tough and firm in your boundaries when you're dealing with certain people, but learning to be vulnerable is a superpower. It's an art. Okay. And then, yeah, hold your ground. It is okay to be scared. So whatever they're asking you to do, they just want you to like go all in, 10 toes in, right? They want you to go all in. Your voice is your superpower. You can change the world. Your thoughts, your perspective, your talents, your stories. Let me turn this light on. I don't have any lights on. Oh, shit. Honey, baby. They are all uniquely, or sorry, your thoughts, your perspective, your talents, your stories. They are all uniquely yours. The world needs to hear your voice. Speak up and let the world know who you are. Stop and smell the roses. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. You know, when you start appreciating what you have, more of that comes in. So if you find, you know what, I did this in meditation this morning. I did a yoga meditation. Jesus told me, because my brain, it'll get squirrely because there's momentum going with thoughts, and I'm still trying to capture those streams of thought that I want to change, right? So he told me, if I all of a sudden just start start doing that, it's either him doing it or I'm going to catch myself deliberately doing it. And he wants me to like do that to interrupt my thoughts, like make a pattern, like make big drums on your legs or your stomach or your head or hands, whatever. It's like to interrupt the thoughts that are going on in your brain. Because when you start focusing on a beat, you can't focus on the train of thought either. So I did that several times. And when I was at work, I just act like I was grooving. And I'd be done. It works. It did. It worked for me. So that's just a tip. And then they want you to realize you're a work in progress. There isn't going to be an end all result. It's like once you get to the end of this chapter, you're starting the next. So what you think is an ending is really a beginning of something else. Another ending is a beginning of something else. You're doing a great job. They want you to stop giving so much to other people. I heard something about the shoulds. The shoulds. I should do this. Okay. Jesus. Jesus got jokes. This fool. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to the situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Okay, and then courageous heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. So, this goes right back to what they were saying earlier about having the fear of starting something new, even though it's small. There's a fear of starting something new and failing at it. And there's also a fear of being criticized and it not getting off the ground. It's like you're afraid to start it because you know what it is? It is something so special and near and dear to your heart that you are shooting yourself in the foot because you are already saying, what if I try this and it doesn't work? And then this thing that you love so much all of a sudden becomes this thing that just like your heart hurts because it didn't work out. That is not going to happen. That's what Jesus just did in my head. That's what Jesus just did in my head. That is not going to happen. Okay? It's not. You're going to soar. Once you realize this thing that's so near and dear to your heart and that you love doing so much and you protect it and you nurture it and you help it grow every day consistently, you take off. Because if you do something that makes you feel good and it's in alignment with your inner being, it's in alignment with where you want to go in the future, there's no way to go but up. Seriously. All right, guys. I love you. I'm going to leave it there. I need to go eat my dinner. My dinner. Love you guys. I'll see you later.